Hi, I'm Kathy from Wicked Lady Chains, and today I'm going to show you how to do right leaning half Persian 3-in-1. If you haven't seen my previous tutorial on starting half Persian, I would suggest popping over there and taking a quick look. It'll make it easier to understand this tutorial. So the one I did in the previous tutorial was left leaning. All the eyes where the rings intersect go up to the left. The one we're going to do today is a mirror version, where all the rings that intersect to form an eyes go up to the right. An easy way to tell is when they lay down. If it'll lay down, is the order the rings are stacked in. The rings will always stack on top of each other. These are stacked on top towards the right. This is right leaning. These are stacked towards the left. That's left leaning. Handy if you're making a choker or whatever and you want to have the weave mirrored on each side for aesthetic reasons. It's also useful for some weaves where you need half Persian 3-in-1 stitched up the side. This will save you a lot of time just weaving the half Persian and connecting them together. Okay, so if you watched the previous tutorial, I'll show you how to make this little unit, and this is used to make both versions. It is essentially the same. It'll always be one open ring, one closed ring. I would use all the same colour for your open rings and a different colour for all your closed rings until you understand how this weave works. So make it a lot easier for you to identify where you are in the weave if it happens to turn over. Okay, in the previous video we referred to this ring that's on its own and not connected to anything except the back ring as the lonesome ring, and we worked up above this bar here. Okay, this bar rests on top of all the other rings, and we need to keep that orientation in this one too. So in the previous one we come up behind the lonesome ring and we went up through the eye formed by the previous ring to put 3 rings onto one ring, making a half Persian 3-in-1. This time we're going to work underneath the silver bar. Okay, so instead of going above and through the eye, we're going to go underneath and around the eye. So we're going to go through there and come around and come up through here, through the lonesome ring. Okay, essentially every ring you add, the open ring will become the new bar and the closed ring will become the loose lonesome ring. So we're working underneath this bar, so pick up your weave and turn it to the side. Okay, come in underneath and just drop your lonesome ring on top and close and lay it down. Now if you take a look at this, okay, there's a silver ring, the open ring we added just now. Okay, but there, that was the closed ring that was on the open ring. That's now the lonesome one, and that one will always be on its own at the back. Everything will always be stacked on top. Every ring, open ring we add is going to go underneath the previous silver rings here. Okay, so you're going to be stepping downwards. So open ring, closed ring, pick your weave up and turn it to the side, go underneath the silver ring, around the eye that's formed, and just pop the end ring on the top there and lay it down. Quick note here is the silver bar, the one we're working from, always needs to be topmost, and all the silver rings will be stacked down underneath. The lonesome ring will always be the last one down. It'll be on its own and everything will be stacked on top. So if you accidentally flip your weave around and you get lost, look at your unit, turn it around, okay, until you recognize that first silver bar which rests on top of the other rings. Just pop your weave down, tap your rings, and they'll fall into place. So you'll have that single ring on its own. First, all the rings stacked on top. You'll have the silver bar, the one we started weaving off, will be topmost, and all the other rings will be stacked underneath. So again, open ring, closed ring, pick up your weave, go underneath the silver ring, around the eye, and catch attach the ring on the end. And that literally is all there is to this one. To close it off, get an open ring. You don't need a closed ring this time. Pick your weave up, go underneath the silver ring, around the eye, and grab the end ring, and you're done. And there you have it, red linen half Persian 3-in-1.